One of the reasons I bought this business 18 years ago was I saw the potential of the system we had then, the Zoneworks system, which has continued to evolve for 18 years, being able to deliver this ultimate outcome.
We see the XT Hive system changing the emergency lighting market by making it more accessible to more buildings more of the time.
You've only got one piece of hardware to install, basically plug it in and commission it.
A system so smart that it can communicate and regulate itself almost like artificial intelligence.
Our goal is to be the best, is to reduce the amount of hardware, to reduce the burden, make it easy to use, hence one controller, 1,000 devices, and a software interface that delivers simple and effective outcomes for people with a very, very strong reporting focus. And so we put a lot of time not only into reducing that infrastructure and hardware, but into the software and the outcomes and the interface that people have to use to make it simple and very powerful. DSM Meshing stands for Dynamic Self-Managed Meshing, and it's a concept whereby the emergency luminaires, the devices in the network, automatically and autonomously decide their communication pathway to and from the controller device, which manages the scheduling and status collection and test result collection within the network. And it's a term that's so important to what we do and describes very, very well what's actually going on within the network of devices, because they do dynamically optimize continuously. They self-manage in a sense that they're not the controller, but the devices themselves work out the best possible communication pathway.
DSM meshing allows the system to look after its own networking. There's no input required by us or by the commissioning team or by maintenance contractors to determine what that networking is. Aside from that, the smarts of the DSM meshing means that it works faster and more reliably in the part of the meshing network that it controls. Designing an XT Hive system, especially the layout of the backbone controllers and the hardware, in a site that previously might have taken days to design, literally takes minutes. So installing an XT Hive site versus a standard single point site is almost no difference. But those benefits transfer to the maintenance, people looking after the site later on. Enables easy replacement of fittings, easy setup of new areas, additions, upgrades. So the DSM meshing component really simplifies the backbone, and simplifying the backbone makes it much easier to upgrade existing sites from non-monitored to monitored, and maintaining an existing monitored site by replacing fittings, which makes it very attractive for the smaller sites, small nursing homes, small retail outlets, much smaller sites than may have previously been considered for a computerised site. Contractors are under enormous pressure to hand over the site at the end of the job, and that's where the commissioning takes place. So any extra time taken commissioning affects their ability to hand over the job on time.
XT Hive is the fastest system to commission because the devices already know about each other, and that changes the dynamics of the commissioning process.
So the support that comes with XT Hive is a standard offering which we call Advantage Lifetime Support. That starts at the very first stages of a project during the design period, where we provide design assistance and of course the commissioning of the system, but also the on-site defects liability period during the contractual obligations of the initial build. And then further than that, Advantage Lifetime Support covers free training, software upgrades, product advice, that type of thing for the life of the project. And that's part of a organised package, a structured package that comes standard with every Zoneworks system. It's really one of the key advantages we've always had, or had for a number of years, with the Zoneworks system as a whole, the support that we pile up behind it. But that continues on with the XT Hive system.
But with just that single point of entry, that one single XT Hive controller, and what that means in terms of the reliability, but in terms of the upfront cost, the install cost, the reliability and costs coming from that simplicity is what we've been trying to achieve since we started this 18 years ago, and the technology now exists to deliver that through this smart meshing we utilise. So getting this outcome to me personally, it's just been something I've been looking forward to since I've had the business, so it's fantastic we can finally deliver it.